How y'all doing today? Y'all doing good? Yeah. My name's Christian. Nice to meet y'all. What I'm going to do is I'm going to shake everybody's hand. I want you to tell me your name. I want you to give me a firm handshake, all right? Y'all can do that? All right.
Armani.
Nice to meet you, Armani.
Rodriguez.
Rodriguez, nice to meet you, man. I like the chain hustle. I love it.
Aiden Shelton.
Aiden Shelton, that's what I'm talking about, big dog. Mario, what's up, Mario? Mario, I like your hair. That's nice.
Charity.
Charity, nice to meet you, Charity. Caleb, it's nice to meet you. Caleb, what you know about Spider-Man, man?
Cameron Marshall.
Cameron, nice to meet you, man. Tristan Shelton, my man, nice to meet you. It's so good to meet all you all. My name is Christian. Like I said, I'm a professional speaker. I go by the voice of my generation. That's one of the things that I did once I was able to learn more and develop in life was public speaking, going to different schools, working with different youth, and speaking about what I do, about different programs I do and things like that in the city. So it's really good to y'all for me to meet y'all here. Raise your hand if you want to do a little business one day. You like business? Okay. Raise your hand if you want to be successful. Raise your hand if you want to make a lot of money. Raise your hand if you want to take care of your family. All right, good, excellent. And that's what we're going to talk about today. What I wanted to kind of talk to y'all about today is I want to just give y'all a real story about me. I want to tell y'all about me. I'm from Memphis. I grew up here. I just want to tell y'all about how I was able to earn my degree in college, start my own business, and to be who I am today. The thing that I do is the first thing I do speaking. I love going back to speak. I own a pressure washing business, so I clean roofs, houses, commercial buildings, things like that. When I did that, I started buying real estate. So I own about 4 or 5 properties in the city of Memphis as well. I started doing that about 3 years ago. And then also I work for a sales company that does financial technology sales. So I do all of these things. And so what I want to do is just share with y'all about, how we can be successful, how we can do it, and believe in each other. Y'all got that? All right? All right, so first I want to kick it off with is about business, the business mindset. What does it mean to have the business mindset? It's about having the right attitude. All right, it's about having the right attitude and knowing exactly what you want to go after. Raise your hand if you got a good attitude. Raise your hand if you got a bad attitude. All right, so tell me this. Do you want to be around people that got good attitude or bad attitude? Good attitude, right? Do you want to be around people who are successful or people who are not successful? Successful. So that's the one thing that I had to learn about business. When I was looking into getting into business, when I wanted to start my own business, I had to learn, right, how could I be successful? How could I put myself in position to be successful around the right people? How can I have the best attitude in order to be successful in business? And so it all starts with your attitude. It starts with your mindset, with your attitude, how you think about yourself. How do you see people? How do you see opportunity? How do you see others around you? So when I think about mindset, do you want to have a mindset where you believe you can go after it? You believe that you can accomplish anything in your life? You believe that you can be successful, that you can make money, that you can work hard? Or do you want to have an attitude where you believe that you don't matter? That it don't matter what I do, I'm not going to be successful. Oh, bad things keep happening to me. You got to have the right mindset. So the first thing that I had to do in my life in order to get to the level that I'm at right now, even trying to get more successful and do more for my life, I had to stop playing the victim.
What exactly do you mean by this?
Yes.
Not being 100 with yourself?
Exactly, yes. So when I had to stop playing the victim, that means that I had to tell myself that I have to grow up as a person. I have to get better at what I do. I have to be more respectful to my parents. I got to be more respectful to others. A lot of times in life, we play the victim, right? When your parents say something to you, ask yourself this. Are you the person who says, Mama, you right. I did mess up. I'm sorry. I'm not going to do it again. Or are you the person that says, Mama, I didn't do it. I didn't do it, Mama. That wasn't me. That's called being a victim. But when you learn at this age to take responsibility, to be an honest person, to not be stealing, to not be lying, to not be cheating, is going to help you be successful when you're my age. The truth of the matter is this. I know y'all only in 3rd and 4th grade, but success starts right now. I know a lot of kids, when I was in 3rd or 4th grade, when they got to high school, middle school, they ended up in jail because they never changed their life from who they was in 3rd and 4th and 5th grade. I want to tell y'all this quick story. One of my close friends in the world, we was in 5th grade, we used to get in trouble all the time. We used to always stay in trouble, fighting, hanging out, just doing everything. And I remember when I got to the 6th grade, that's when I really changed my attitude and changed my life. I was like, man, I don't want to be getting in trouble no more. I got to start listening to my teacher. I got to start listening to my parents. But my friend went to a different school and stayed on the same path. 10 years later, fast forward, he called me one day to check on me. I ain't heard from him in 10 years. I said, man, how you been doing? He said, man, it's been going. He like, how you been doing? I see you speaking. I see all the success you having in life. I was like, man, I'm blessed. I'm thankful God done blessed me. I said, so what you been up to? He said, man, I've been in jail for the past 10 years. Never changed his life. And he's a good person. Smartest, one of the smartest people you will ever meet. A great dude, really great dude. But he just got caught up in the wrong situations with the wrong crowd, with the wrong people. So you got to understand, if you want to be successful, it starts right now. It starts with who you hang out with now. It starts with how you treat people now. That's what it starts with. So raise your hand again. You say you want to have a business. I want to start with you. What type of business would you start? Just it don't matter. Just anything you think. I'll come back to you. What type of business would you start?
Business.
A what? Like a restaurant. Okay, I like that. What about you?
Office.
An office. I like that. Good. What about you? Huh? Barber. Okay, I like that. Chopping. What about you?
A rapper.
A rapper. Okay, you can rap. All right, then. What about you? A rapper. Okay, man. Hold on there. Y'all gonna have a rap off in here. What about you? A principal. Ooh, look at you. I love that. Good. What about you? A casino. Man, you thinking. Y'all, okay, good. I love that. Y'all thinking. A casino is a place where people go to gamble, make money, gamble. They trade money for bets. That's really good, though. So, look, all of y'all business ideas are amazing. These are all businesses that y'all can do that I've seen other people do. Let me tell you about what I did. I was playing football in college. I had a full scholarship. I was playing football in Missouri, Southeast Missouri State. Me and my coach just couldn't get along. One day I went in his office, told him how I felt, thought that he wasn't right, had an attitude with him, disrespected him. I got sent home and lost my scholarship. So that's the first lesson I ever learned in life. That's the biggest lesson I keep with me everywhere I go, is that if you are in a position where you need someone or someone's over you and you want to get to the next level, you can't have an attitude with them. You can't disrespect them. And when I disrespected my coach, I lost everything. I worked so hard to get a scholarship to go play college, but now it was all gone. So when I went back home, I had to make a decision. I had to ask myself who I wanted to be. How can I change my life? How can I change my family life? And through that decision, it led for me to start my own pressure washing business. And the reason I was able to start my own pressure washing business, because I had a relationship with a coach who had a business himself, and he just taught me everything. And that's the first thing I want y'all to understand and learn. When you want to start a business, you got to watch successful people. You got to be around successful people, right? You want to be a barber, start your own barber shop, you got to be around a barber who already got his own shop. You got to listen to him, watch how he cut hair, learn how to cut hair. You raise your hand if you be on YouTube. You got to get on YouTube and watch how to cut hair videos all day. You want to be a principal? You got to learn how principals lead the school. You got to learn how to be a leader. You got to learn what it takes to lead over other adults, other people. You want to be a rapper? You got to learn how to rhyme words together. You got to learn how to not be afraid to be on stage, to put yourself out there. You got to learn what it's really going to take to hustle to get your name out there. You want to open up a restaurant? You got to learn how to cook. You got to learn how to manage people. You got to learn how to have great customer service. So what I had to do was I had to learn how to be successful by watching and learning from others. And that's what I did. I went under my mentor. He taught me how to pressure wash. He taught me how to be successful. I worked with him and had success. And I asked him, I said, man, can I invest in your business? I want to start my own. We're going to be partners. You got to have ambitions. You got to have goals, right? You just can't want to be the cook at IHOP. You got to one day be like, man, I want to own this IHOP. You can't just one day be a teacher. You got to say, I want to be the principal of the school. You can't just one day be the casino gambler. You got to say, I want to own the casino. So you got to have ambitions in order to want to be successful. I wanted to own my own business. I was dedicated to own my own business, to do my own thing, to have him as a partner. Because that's what it takes sometimes. You got to take a risk. You got to take a leap of faith. So y'all, I never had not a lot of money in my life. I saved up my own $6,000 just to start my first business. I invested. I bought my own truck. I bought my own pressure washing unit. And I was $6,000 in to start my own business. Then I gave him another $5,000 just to become partners. Invested into his business. So I spent $11,000 and I ain't even have no money to my name. But I scraped it together because I worked hard, because I took risk. I took every dime out of my bank account just to start my business. And that $11,000 investment in 2020, sit here today, and I'd have made over 6 figures from that $11,000 investment.
You'll need to unlock your iPhone first.
Oh, snap, my bad, y'all. I made over 6 figures from that $11,000 investment. And that's what it takes. You got to take risks. You got to invest in yourself. You got to be able to know that you can do it no matter what nobody say or think. So I want y'all to understand it about if you want to be successful, you want to be in business. It takes relationships. It takes taking risks. It takes putting yourself out there. And so what I did was when I made that money with my business, I started investing in another business. I said, you know what? Pressure washing is cool, but I want to invest in the real estate. Because I've always been interested in investing in the real estate. And so what I did was I was hustling on the phones every day trying to figure out how to invest in real estate, how to buy my first property. How do I fix up a property? What do I need to do to rehab a property? What area do I buy in? How do I make a profit from fixing the house, from selling the house? And I met with my next person was my real estate agent. I didn't know nothing about real estate. He sat down with me for an hour and taught me everything that I needed to know about real estate for me to buy my first property. He's still my real estate agent to this day. When I met him, I didn't have no properties. Now I own 5. And I met him 3 years ago. And now I'm about to start flipping properties, trying to buy an apartment complex, 10 unit, 15 unit, 16 unit. Because that's what you got to do. You got to learn. You got to be respectful. You got to be coachable. You got to take risk. You got to be dedicated. You can't feel sorry for yourself. Business is like life. You feel sorry for yourself. You want to quit and give up. But you got to keep going. You got to keep pushing. You got to believe and know that you can make it. Yeah, what's up, Coach? Yes, sir. Man, Coach, anything. Mm-hmm.
What got you here, though? Becoming this, great young black man to be here to us? Like, what changed your mindset? And then, 2, can you just elaborate just on the, because as being black men in America, we already got targets on our back.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Good.
So how did you be able to maneuver way through that with the police, the system, and not only that, with just, other brothers that just trying to hate too, as well, if that makes sense.
Good.
So what was the challenge and what got you to this mindset now?
Good.
And then how did you maneuver through the system? Because we already born with 2 strikes against us. They don't even know that they're in the 3rd grade, but statistics say before they 18, they supposed to be dead. And I tell them this every day.
Mm-hmm. Exactly, Coach.
Started down with my my high schoolers and middle schoolers.
Exactly. And so that's a really good question. The reason that what got me to this today, y'all, is I'm gonna be real with y'all. Growing up, my dad, he was homeless my whole life. I think when I was in about 4th grade, my dad, he started being homeless. He walked away from my family. He told, him and my mom weren't getting along. They separated, got divorced. And my dad was From the age of when I was in 4th grade until he died, he was homeless. He lived on the streets. And so when I saw my dad, when I used to see my dad on the streets, I used to go to school, drive to school. My dad used to be on the corner. He used to be begging for money. I used to give my dad my lunch money my mama gave me. My mama used to give me lunch money for school. I used to see my dad and she'd give me $10. I might just give him $2. Maybe give him $3 that day just to make sure he can eat. So that's the reason, like he just said, why I wanted to be successful, because I was seeing my dad in the streets. I'm going to school. They don't even know this is my dad, because you gotta get to school past their way. They like, man, who that homeless dude be begging for money? I can't stand him. I'm in the car with my friends. My dad, we riding by my dad. That homeless dude stay right there begging for money. He need to get a job, get a life. And I used to be in my mind, I ain't used to say nothing. I used to be like, man, I promise I'm gonna get my dad a house one day. That's why I want to do real estate. That's why I want to do business. I said, I promise I'm gonna buy my dad a house. Then I seen my friends in the streets going to jail. I seen them in gangs. I seen them selling drugs. I said, I don't want to do that. I don't want to be like that. I tried to be in the streets. I thought I was tough. I tried to be cool. I tried to be a thug. It wasn't for me. I said, I don't like this life. I don't want to do that. Like I said earlier, I had to stop being a victim and tell myself I didn't want to live the way I see everybody else live. I wanted to be successful. And so that's what made me change my mindset. Then I wanted to come back and give back to y'all because I believe that every single one of y'all can be successful just like me. And I still got a lot of room to go. I'm just 26 years old. I still got room to grow. I'm still trying to buy more properties. I'm still trying to get bigger contracts with the pressure washing. I'm still hustling every single day because I can't give up because I got a why, I got a reason. And you got to know your purpose. You got to know your why. Why you want to be a barber? Why you want to be a principal? Because you got to understand your purpose is about changing lives. You should be, I want to be a barber because I want to make people feel good when they get a haircut. I want to open up a restaurant because I want to fill people's stomach when they need a meal. Right? I want to have a casino because I want to have a good time, people gambling, having fun at the casino. I want to be a rapper because I want to, make people dance and everybody have a good time to my music. You got to have a why behind what you're doing. So my why was my dad. And I'll never forget when I bought my first property, I learned what I was doing. I fixed it up and I said, man, my second property going to be for my dad. And guess what, y'all? My dad died right before I bought my second property. So I never got a chance to put my dad in the home. But everything happened for a reason in life. It's ups and downs. I always know that God got my back, that He's faithful. And then my dad, his time was his time. But I'm still here, and we still here, so my time is with y'all now. So that's my biggest reason why. Appreciate that question, Coach. And that's why you got to keep going. And I know y'all in 3rd grade, so I know this a lot on y'all, but I'm telling y'all, man, if y'all start believing now, don't let nobody tell you what you can't do. If you're doing something positive, if you want to be, you're doing something that's helping your family, that's helping you, that's what's cool. We live in a world today, y'all, I promise you, they lying to y'all about what's cool. Selling drugs is not cool. Going to jail ain't cool. Stealing cars ain't cool. What's cool is when you can buy your daddy a property and get him out the streets. What's cool is when your mama go to church, she telling all her friends, man, how proud of us she is of you. What's cool is when your friends need a job, need to make some extra money, they can call you and say, man, pull up tonight. I got a $200 worth of work for you to do tonight. That's what's cool, being a provider. And that's what y'all gotta learn, and this was how you're gonna be successful in life. Y'all got any questions? I want to open it up for questions since Coach started off with questions. Anybody got any questions? Hold on, give me 1 second. 1 second real quick, I'm sorry. Give me 1 second.
Does everybody understand the concept of him, though? Understand being, look at how he dressed too, though. He ain't got his hands said, like most of the rappers that y'all listen to, that y'all look up to. Like how he said, it's like, trying to be a generation.
Exactly. And I'm going to tell y'all this. What made me want to get into business is because I want to be my own boss one day. What I do now, working sales, I do that because I can make appointments. I could be here with y'all for 2 hours and I can go make an appointment. I work in real estate. I can go be at the property. I can make sure my people working on it, flipping it. You got to have the boss mindset. That's what it is to be your own boss. When you in control of your time, your freedom. Let me tell y'all this. I want to ask y'all a question. What you think more important, money or time?
Money.
All right, hold on. Raise your hand if you think money. What's more important, money or time? Raise your hand. If you think money, raise your hand. I want to see. Raise your hand. Raise your hand if you think time more important. Cool. All right. Give me you said money more important? Come up here. Give me my other. Who think time more important? Come up here real quick. I want to show you something. All right. Come here. Stay face this way. All right. So listen. If he had $100 right now, right? And you said you would give him 5 years of your life. Would you trade 5 years of your life for his $100? Yes or no? Why not? You said money more important than time. Or how about this? Let me ask you this. If you couldn't breathe right now, right? And you was gasping for air, and he had $100, and he said, what's more important right now, taking these $100 or figuring out a way to live and breathe? Which one would you pick, to live and breathe or take the $100?
Live and breathe.
Live and breathe. So y'all can go sit down. Thank you. Y'all got to understand, time is more important than money. Check this out. Check this out. If you a barber, right, when you get your business going, you want to own your own barbershop to where you got people. I'm going to tell you how you make more. If you want to be a barber, right, you're going to make more money by owning your own barbershop. You're going to buy the building. You're going to rent out each seat. So now you go cut hair when you want to. Because time is more important than money. And that's what you got to realize. When you putting in the work, when you working hard, it's about buying back your time. There's something that's a little too advanced for y'all, but I just want to hit on it because you said that was a good one. Who got any questions? Let's start with questions. Who got questions? Yep.
When you was little, you was little, what business you wanted to make?
Yeah, good. So when I was your age, I'll be honest, I really wanted to be in the NFL. Like I got a few partners that play in the NFL, and I really wanted to be in the NFL. That's why I played football my whole life. But when that didn't work out, I knew I wanted to get into real estate, and I wanted to be a professional speaker. So like what I do now is I do a lot of things in the community, and I speak, but I want to get to a level where like I'm speaking in front of build millions of audiences, like traveling the world speaking. So that's still my goal that I'm getting into in real estate. I love real estate. I want to be able to buy properties for my people, buy properties and more properties. Like I own a property right down here off Trigg. I own a property in Westwood. I own a property in Fraser, and I own a property up in what the other property I own, Lord? Oh yeah, off Mallory, off here. So I own 4 properties, and I'm renting them out to 4 families. And so that's the business I really like too, because think about this, when I rent out a property to a family, am I buying back my time? Because think about it, I can make money here and my property just being rented out. So that's what I mean by investing in your time. So I always wanted to do real estate, it's being a speaker. Yep. Anybody? Yeah.
When you were younger, why did you want to be in the NFL?
Why did I want to be in the NFL? I wanted to be in the NFL because I really wanted to take care of my family. Like look, this is the thing, y'all gotta understand this. It's more than just one way. Like when I was younger, I thought, only NFL players, like he said, only rappers make money, only NFL players. That's not true. Like you don't gotta be you don't have to be famous to make money. Listen to me, I know people who not famous or you don't know them, and they walked in this room, they worth like millions of dollars, but you wouldn't even know that. Because on social media, they just make y'all think like, famous people flexing. Nah, we don't. You go on my social media, I don't flex. Nobody even know this information like that I own all this stuff. I don't flex that because I care more about my people. So you got to understand that I wanted to go to do that to take care of my family. So anything you want to do, if your why not big enough, you're not going to be successful. So if you want to be a rapper and it's only because you want fame and fortune, you're not gonna ever become a rapper. Cause if you go look at real like rappers who made it now, they was in the trenches. Like they really wanted to be rappers because they wanted to feed their family, take care of their family. Like I watched a video yesterday on Derrick Rose. Derrick Rose from one of the worst hoods in Chicago. He said they ain't had no running water, lights. He said he worked out so hard because he just wanted to go to the NBA to feed his family. He said he ain't even really care. He just wanted to feed his family. So you got to have a big why for your life. Mm-hmm. Anybody else got any questions? That's good, good, good. Yo, what's up? One more?
How much a basketball player will make money a day?
I don't really know. It depends on what level. If you in the NBA, you probably make like around $200,000 a week or something. But if you like, you can be a professional basketball player and like overseas, you probably make like $20,000 or something like that. But yeah, I think so. I'm not sure. That's a good question. I'm not a basketball player. Anybody else got any question? Yeah.
So if you get older and if you retired, what job would you want to be next?
Man, I used to be a teacher. I used to be a history teacher at Germantown High School. So if I retire, I would want to go back and be a teacher because I love working with y'all. Like I love the young youth. You know, y'all inspire me to keep going. So I really would want to go back and be a teacher. If I, went back, yeah.
I got a question for them. What action steps, could they take, after today? What can they do to, some actions that they can take that would be good for them to take them on the right direction?
That's really good. Thank you so much. So what he asked was, what can y'all do after you leave here today in order to go to the right direction? The first thing I would start with y'all at y'all age is learning how to be respectful. Like I'm telling you, just that one thing will open up so many doors for you. If you learn how to be more respectful, your parents gonna be nicer to you, your teachers gonna be nicer to you, you will have more friends, your loved ones will be there, wanna be nicer to you. Being respectful can be the number one thing, and right now y'all can do to change y'all life. Because y'all so young, so it's gonna be hard to, y'all don't have jobs, y'all not focused on that, y'all focused on school and learning, but being respectful will take you the longest way in your life. You will live exactly like being respectful is something that you, from a kid all the way to you 80 years old, that you cannot lose, that will really impact your life. Two things people remember. One, people remember their first impression of you, and two, how you treated them. So if I come in, when I shook y'all hand, wanted to hear your name, I'm gonna remember that first impression, and I'm gonna remember how you treated me. If you was respectful, if you were disrespectful, if I like you, if I don't like you. And a lot of times, their first impression could be the one that people always remember. So, man, great question. I think we got time on that, Coach. So, I appreciate y'all so much. Man, thank y'all so much. Y'all, thank y'all so much. It was good.